I've put together these collages using background papers that I've made on my Gelli plate and these portraits of very beautiful ladies that I created digitally. So if you'd like to know more about it, then please carry on watching and all will be revealed. On the last video, I was trying to decide which kind of Gelli Plate textured paper I was going to use for this lady here, and after a lot of humming and hawing, I decided that I was going to go with this combination. I've also said in the last video that I want to have parts of her hat, in this case, creeping over onto the mount. So I don't want her just to be enclosed by the frame. I want her to have her hat poking out of the frame. So that's what I'm going to try and do here. Another handy hint that I said in the last video was to get a frame first and apply your frame onto the Gelli Plate textured paper, and then you can work within the parameters of that frame. I've become unstuck a few times where I've got carried away making a wall art piece and then found that it doesn't fit into any conventional frame size. So I've learnt the lesson, and now I make sure that the images that I create will fit into a conventional frame size. And in this case, this is 20 centimetres by 20 centimetres or 8 inches by 8 inches. So I have played around with where I want this lady to sit, and I've decided I want her sitting in this position here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to put some light pencil marks here in the corner so that I know where to cut, and then I'll trim this area off and start to stick her down. I'm going to use Liquitex gloss gel, and I've put it into a container like this with a lid on, so I can keep on flipping the lid back and two and hopefully stop the gel gloss from drying out. I've also got myself an old brush. It's a flat brush, and hopefully that will do the job for sticking the lady down. So I'm just going to put some paper underneath her, and I'll also cut round this area here so that I'm not having pieces of paper overlapping and flapping around all over the place. So I'll do that now off camera. So I've trimmed the excess paper off, and this is what I cut off. I can keep that to one side and use that in another collage. And I've got some scrap paper here that I will paste the lady, or the back of the lady, and I'll put it on here so it doesn't go all over the nice clean paper that I put on my desk. So let's start with this. So gently pop her underneath there, like that. Just need to position her a little bit like that. She needs to go a bit further under. This is where you need to have lots of arms like an octopus. I'm going to varnish this later on, so I'm not too worried if the gloss gel gets on the print, because the varnish will hide all that, so just trying to be as careful as I can. Pop a little bit under her ear. So there's my first lady. That just needs to be stuck down a little bit more. Okay, I'm going to trim round now and I'll come back to you with the results. Well, here's the lady stuck down now. I've trimmed off the excess again on the back and I've stuck that down, and it doesn't matter that it's a little bit sort of ragged, because I will put a backing on it, so that will be the front and the back of the piece. So I'm not going to stop there, because I'm going to embellish it with some gold paint and other things that will take my fancy as I carry on. So let's put her to one side and carry on with the next one, which will be this beautiful lady. So I'm going to do exactly the same steps as I've just done. I might try it a different way than I've just done, see if it works any better, because that was a little bit on the fiddly side, but as it's the first time that I've done this sort of thing on camera, and also trying to put parts of the created image onto the mount, it's a little bit fiddly. If it was just sticking her down and then sticking that on top, it's not a problem at all. But as I've decided to make things more awkward for myself, I'll try another way of putting this down. So I'll do that once I've done it. Just be exactly the same as I've done before. It's just putting gloss medium onto the back of this created image that I've made and sticking it onto the Gelli Plate background paper. So as soon as I've done that, I'll get back to you. Well, I've finished the lady now, and that was a little bit easier to do. I did it in a slightly different way. I pasted the top of her hat on first and then lifted her up, put the gloss medium on her face and body, then tucked that underneath the mount, which was the difficult part, and then trimmed off the back and stuck it down. But again, this is going to go onto a mount board, and I'll cut this to size later on and stick all this down as well, so she'll be completely adhered to the mount board. But as I say, I will cut that down later on. But that's the first and the first and second of my collages done. So I'll put those to one side to dry completely before I start to embellish them. And I have these two ladies, and whether or not I go for the hats poking out or just go for the easy option of hats not poking out, just underneath there like that. I might go that way because then I can put a nice golden orb circle thing behind, so that's going to be a little bit easier to do, I feel. And whilst I'm doing that, I've decided that I'm going to stick this down. Over the years I've realised that you can't be precious with your work, and it's no use putting things to one side thinking I don't really want to do anything with it because I'm so pleased with it. This is just a piece of paper, piece of tissue paper and a sketch that I can reprint. So I'm going to go for that, and I'm going to do that now. I'll put those ladies to one side. So I'll let her dry off, and then hopefully the creases will drop out as well. I'll get rid of those. Just go around these areas here. So yeah, lesson learned. I think that the gloss medium would have been better than the gloss gel, but learnt something along the way, and that's the most important part, I feel anyway. So let's put her to one side. Well, I've completed my third collage, and so I've got this one here, this one here, and the first lady that I did. So those are the 3 that I'm doing today. And also this one that is drying, which I intend to paint over. So I'm quite happy with that. Once it dries, I can start to work on it some more. So obviously this is completely different than the collages that I've done here, and I do intend to work on these a lot more with paints and pencils, maybe oil pastels, gold paint, and that'll be in the next video. I hope that you've enjoyed watching that. This is only the second stage. The first stage is making the textured papers on your gel plate, and as I said before, I'll leave a link to how I made these papers in the description below. Second stage is putting the collage, in this case portraits, on top of the Gelli Plate textured paper, and then embellishing it some more. So that will be the next stage of this series of videos, and I hope that you join me to watch what happens next. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Just hit the bell, and then you'll know exactly when I'm going to upload the next video in the series. Thank you for watching. I'm really thrilled that you're taking your time out of your busy day to watch this, and I hope to see you very soon. So thanks for watching, and bye for now.